Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and today we're going to be looking at some Travis Scott updates. So let's get started with that. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are not yet subscribed, please do become part of a fantastic community known as the Grizzlies by hitting the subscribe button. It's completely free. Hit the bell if you want all the updates so you don't miss anything that I upload. And remember to please hit the like button because that tells YouTube you like these videos and then it lets more Grizzlies come to the community. So let's have a look at this today. Okay, so Travis Scott was hit with Travis Scott others hit with $2 billion lawsuit in wake of the Astroworld disaster. Now, I know you've seen this on other channels. I'm a little bit late to the party on this news, but I was just deep diving a little bit of his net worth and Kylie Jenner's net worth and just like, is it even possible for him? But like, no. They say a Texas attorney on Thursday filed a $2 billion lawsuit on behalf of 282 victims of the deadly Astroworld Festival, adding to the legal woes faced by Travis Scott and other parties involved in the ill-fated concert in Houston. The defendants stood to make an exorbitant amount of money off this event, and they still chose to cut corners, cut costs, and put attendees at risk. I'm guessing we're talking about the security there, right? Yeah, it was quite the cash grab, huh? Oh my goodness. Safety first, everyone. Safety first, no matter what you're doing. San Antonio-based attorney Thomas Henry in a news release said, right, my clients want to ensure the defendants are held responsible for their actions, and they want to send the message to all performers, event organizers, and promoters that what happened at Astroworld cannot happen again, he added. The lawsuit seeks up to $2 billion in damages from a long list of defendants, including Scott, Drake, event organizers like LiveNation, Apple Music, and NRG Stadium. So even though this is being packaged as Travis Scott in a $2 billion lawsuit, it's obviously kind of divided between Travis Scott, Drake, LiveNation, Apple Music, NRG. So he might be able to pay it, but that's pretty much going to be all his money going into this. In an interview with Hollywood Life last week, Henry said his clients range in age from teens to 40. Whew. That picture, it's almost triggering at this point, right? To see this picture of Astroworld. Like, my goodness. Well, look at Drake's picture here. It's like, what? They chose the right picture to put there. They have injuries ranging from heart attacks to heart issues to brain injuries to spinal injuries to broken bones, broken legs, eye injuries, internal organ injuries, bruising, and bleeding. In addition to the severe physical injuries, there is just a whole calamity, emotional injuries that were suffered as well. For sure, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from this type of event will be happening for many, many concert goers. I hate to say this, but depending on how very high they were, I know a lot of people in this crowd were very high. And so they might not have the PTSD because maybe they were not so situationally aware. However, for those who were aware and were around people who were really suffering, couldn't get help, couldn't get out, it must be, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think they would just carry on and go to the next concert in the next month, or do you think it'll be like, whoa, let's avoid concerts for a while, or always? Some people also with PTSD don't realize that what a trigger really is, meaning they might go to a concert and then they're experience some sort of panic attack or anxiety or something and not even know why, but it's because the subconscious stores that event as traumatic. So he's right in saying it's not just physical damage, it's also emotional and psychological damage that occurred from this event. He said those who were injured are still very traumatized because they had to step over dead bodies. They didn't have a choice because there was nowhere to move. These people were trapped. The crushing effect was so heavy and so hard they couldn't breathe and they couldn't get out. Henry said, yeah, there's Travis, of course. I mean, his t-shirt was an interesting choice as well, given, I mean, just how his concerts are. It's like these blue people, which is interesting also that they were going to call dead people Smurfs, which is blue people. So anyway, there's blue people, a doorway, and they come out on the other side with like devil horns, and they come out red. So that's interesting. Henry said his law firm was focusing on Travis and Drake in attempts to get a hold of their cell phones. We already have started this process and are going to make sure that we get him and Drake's cell phones, because there are communication systems in play that will be in those cell phones. Every type of communication that he does, whether it be his audio, in his video, or his text messages or cell phone calls, we're going to make sure that they are all preserved. Whoa. The latest blockbuster lawsuit comes on the heels of Houston attorney Tony Busby's $750 million suit filed on behalf of 125 victims, also against Scott, Drake, LiveNation, Epic Records, Apple Music, and other entities. Among his clients is the family of 21-year-old Axel Acosta Avila, one of the 10 people who died in the tragedy. At least 140 lawsuits have been filed in the wake of the disaster. Whoa. A spokesperson for Scott told Fox News Digital last week that he's still actively exploring routes of connection. I mean, what a sad place. Now, imagine walking past that stadium now. Goodness. So, let's just take this off for a second. I've got a sort of holiday season background. So when I looked up Travis Scott's net worth, they say, what is Travis Scott's net worth? Just a quick search, and it's like $60 million. So lawsuits of $750 million, that's a big deal. And $2 billion, ooh, broke. And then Kylie Jenner, she was known as the first, wasn't she known as like one of the first female billionaires? That's what she was marketed as. But they say her net worth is now estimated at $700 million. Interesting. This is just quick Google searches, right? Just to get a quick look at what the net worth is. 700 million for her, 60 million for Travis Scott. So even together, they would lose all their money if they were to even just pay the $750 million one. But of course, as I've said, it's divided between Drake, LiveNation, Apple Music, Epic Records, and all this kind of stuff. So let's quickly look at Drake's net worth, $200 million. So I'm just doing it like this because if we add them all together, I mean, they're all going to be broke AF if they're going to be made to pay all this. LiveNation, it's already coming up as a suggested search, LiveNation net worth. See, now this net worth, LiveNation worth, net income, 1.828 billion. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what their worth would be. Operating income of more than 90 million, okay? Has a revenue of more than $10 billion. So they could pay some. So that could help, right? And we don't have to look up Apple Music and all that. That's worth so much. So I wonder, let me know in the comments below. Do you think that, what do you think will happen with Travis Scott now and Drake? Do you think their careers are over? Are they cancelled? Are they going to be broker than broke right now? Can they recover financially? Do you think that Kylie will stay with Travis Scott, the father of her child? Or, is it going to be like a Kardashian PR move of like, whoa, we're going to separate ourselves from this? And mostly, I haven't seen anything. Hold on. Kanye West, who, wow, he's on a whole different mission, right? It's almost, it's like playing angels and devils, huh? Travis Scott being on the devil's side there, and Kanye West is like, I'm an angel. He's got the whole Yeezy thing going on. He's apparently published some sort of Bible with his name in it, changed his name and performs at churches on Sundays. And I'm just like, I wonder what he says, right? Kanye West rumored girlfriend finds Travis Scott annoying. Okay, that was 8th of November. All right. Yee. He's called Yee now. Let's just see quickly what remark he made, okay? Kanye West told Drake, Kim K, Jay-Z, and Travis Scott that he's richer than all of them combined. Okay, so there's that. So that wouldn't be great. It's almost like brothers fighting with each other. Because Wow, I'm getting stuck on my words. I'm just like imagining it. There's Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner, and Kylie's with Travis Scott, and then Kanye was with Kim Kardashian. So he says, I'm worth more than all you on this text combined. Okay. Okay, flex. What a weird flex to do. And especially, is this after the event? It seems so. That's interesting. But I would be interested. I wish they could do an interview with Kanye, because what he would say would also be like, what? Okay, and they say, here's how much Travis Scott is really worth. Seemingly predicting his future success, Travis Scott's name. Why am I stuttering so much today? Travis Scott's name was once stylized with a dollar sign. Travis Scott. Okay. Let me show you this. So here you can see how his name used to be written. Interesting. Just going to do this so that you can really see it nicely. Okay, so it used to be written like this. Like when he interviewed with Complex in 2012. That year, most people heard Scott for the first time on the song Sin City, featured on the compilation album Kanye West Presents Good Music, Cruel Summer. It was an incredible turnaround for Scott, who not long before was struggling to get by. He remembered saying, I'm homeless right now, when he received a call to work with Kanye West. That's what I'm saying. What does Kanye say about all this now? Because I think Kanye, of all people, he would separate himself from all this. Like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to lose all my money over this. You know? The two rappers, I don't think he'd approve of this either. What do you think? You let me know what you think. The two rappers met up in New York, and according to Scott, the first thing he gave me was a Doritos taco from Taco Bell. Not long after, Scott would be able to afford more than just fast food, as he became one of the hottest rappers by the end of the decade. Following his 2 albums, Scott earned his biggest breakthrough with his 2018 album Astroworld. The record was inarguably his strongest to date. I wonder if he's going to change the name of the album or not. I don't know. As of 2021, Scott was worth an estimated $60 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Beyond his smash hits like Sicko Mode featuring Drake, Scott became a businessman with multiple endeavors to increase his bank account. With so much dough, Scott made extravagant purchases which weren't always selfish. Other times, throughout his career, Scott lost some of his money for reparation. It's time to follow the dollars and find out how much Travis Scott is really worth. You know how much that tattoo must hurt on the side of your head? Yeah, can you imagine that? Oh my word. I mean, everywhere, even here and whatever, but like this one, that just sounds like it would be painful, right? Comfortable beginnings. For his early education, Travis Scott stayed in the Houston area of Texas. I went to private school in elementary and middle school, he told Complex. This likely cost significant money because Missouri City private schools can range from $2,000 to $9,900 per year. So he didn't grow up like badly. He went to private schools. I mean, it's not the average rapper story, right? Remember how when, I don't know, I can't say when did you watch 8 Mile? That movie about Eminem's life when he disses that guy on the stage for going to private school and his name's really Clarence. That reminds me of this because of Travis Scott. That's not even his real name. You know what I mean? My goodness. So when Scott became a teen, he switched from private school and attended Elkins High School in Missouri City. Look, Mom, I can fly. In a documentary, Scott praised his high school counselor for helping him while studying and said, she saved my life in high school. Okay, coast to coast with Travis Scott. His impressive neckline. What we're talking about here. Going beyond soft accessories like cool hats, Travis Scott likes to wear jewelry. As one of the biggest names in rap, his bling is often larger than life. TMZ said he purchased a custom necklace that says Astroworld for a whopping $450,000 in 2018. Well, that's worth nothing now. Right? That was not a good investment. Okay, so yes, got lots of jewelry. His awesome office space. What you got there? Ah, the office space. Remember we looked at that on the Instagram post. If you didn't see that, just go check out the True Crime Events playlist. You'll see I went through Travis Scott's Instagram page by page. Travis Scott gives the best gifts. Travis Scott would be incredibly popular just for his music, but it also helps that he linked up with Keeping Up with the Kardashians star, Kylie Jenner. The power couple had daughter Stormy together, and as a dad, Scott spoils his little girl. Take when he bought mother and daughter matching Toe et Moi I don't know how to say. Diamond rings, for example. Okay, valued at $325,000. Gosh. There's so much here. So look at his teeth as well. Look at that grill. So he spends a lot of money. He's got a lot of cash, or had. At this point, we could say past tense, right? Because, damn, he's going to be having to pay in lawsuits now. Travels in style. Are we private jetting or what? Reportedly, her jet cost $72.8 million, a small drop in the ocean. That is Jenner's net worth, which hovered around $1 billion in 2020. But now it's like $700 million. Okay, so this is a very long article. You can partner with anyone. Not anymore. Not anymore. His life on 4 wheels. Real estate profile. Got lots of houses. High fashion with Travis Scott. Okay. Travis Scott has a lucrative avatar. How Travis Scott lost money. Travis Scott had a reputation for wild shows even before the tragic Astroworld Festival in 2021. Though he certainly made money from his live shows in the past, Scott's sometimes dangerous performances took a serious bite out of his earnings. For example, in 2019, Scott faced 2 misdemeanor charges and ultimately pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct at a concert in Arkansas. As a result, Scott was required to pay $640 in court-associated costs. He also had to pay $6,825.31 to 2 people who claimed they were injured at the concert. Okay, that's not exactly being charged a lot. That's like $640, and now it's like $2 billion. But I do say none of these lawsuits were even close to the aftermath that ensued as a result of the 2021 Astroworld Festival. According to Reuters, Scott faced multiple lawsuits from attendees regarding deaths and injuries. For example, Bankrupt announced in a statement that he was representing over 200 people in over 90 lawsuits against the festival. These were in addition to the over 50 different lawsuits filed against the event's producer, LiveNation, and Scott. Forbes reported a lawsuit filed by 125 attendees for $750 million and a trial against Scott, Drake, and others. That trial should be interesting to watch. But now we know it's up to $2 billion in charges filed. Okay, here they're just talking about Kylie. So yes, the changing looks of Kylie Jenner. Yes. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Do you think he can recover financially? Do you think he's going to be broke, like finished? Or do you think he could claim, I don't know what, liquidation, bankruptcy, and start over? Do you think he'll go to prison? Do you think there'll be a trial? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button if you like this video. And please remember, if you want to either just get I'm looking at the time. I'm like, how long has this been? 18 minutes. So it should be a 20-minute video. If you want the highlights of any videos that I make in 5 minutes or less, I try to do them all. I try to make highlights for all the videos I do. If you want highlights in 5 minutes or less, if you don't have time to watch the full video, or you just want to see, is this even worth watching today? Let me quickly go look at the 5-minute one. There is a second channel that I have called Grizzly True Crime Highlights. I've linked it below. I'll link it on top as well, somewhere in this video. And I hope you'll go check it out and subscribe to it. I've got 34,000 Grizzlies over here, and I'd love some more Grizzlies over there. I appreciate the support. And I mean, I make the content for you so that you can either have like a little bite or you could have the big bite, depending on what you want for the day. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.